So my name is Charles Elwood, and I'm working on a sign language, and it's very different from other sign language projects. And I'm going to highlight some of the reasons why it's so different, top 4 reasons. Number 1, I worked with a girl and a group in Puerto Rico called the Superheroes Foundation. They help special needs kids. And one of the teenagers, her name is Maria. She has conditions that constrain how high she can raise her arm to sign. So this is a video of me doing the different signs, and the one that's kind of interesting is sunshine, because if you look online and you look at what sunshine is,
and it's going to shine on you.
So it's a sign that's way up here, and there's a motion in there. But I simplified it for Maria and moved it down here, and you saw in that video that I'm able to detect sunshine at a much lower level in her range of motion. Right? The second thing I did is I use the speech SDK, and here you can see I've used Spanish Puerto Rican, and I'm going to output. So I'm going to connect what the signs I recognize, and I'm going to speak it back in Puerto Rican Spanish, and I'll also be able to feed whatever it recognizes into the text-to-speech engine. So I'm just going to run this here. So it's going to ask what I want to speak, and I did some research, and I believe this is sunshine, the light of the sun.
La luz del sol.
And you can hear that it spoke it back, right? So I just have to connect the two. So if you have any expertise in connecting the two, let me know. The other thing I'm going to talk about real quick, I also experimented with using the Percept device to look for facial features to emphasize or de-emphasize words. Like, for example, here's an image of me, and it detected father, right? But I also raised my eyebrows, and I want it to be loud, like father, like an exclamation point. And the bottom picture there, you can see is father and then quiet. So I wanted to see, if I squinted my eyes and did the sign, can you change the volume with different parts of your face, right? So you can imagine the possibilities now. You can take any words that you're signing and potentially use your facial expressions, or have a second person, or use arm height of that second person, or all kinds of possibilities, right? Anything visually you can train with the Azure Percept to add punctuation or expression or enrich the words. And then the final thing I wanted to point out is I'm working on right now too is a customized voice for the text-to-speech. So the idea is once we get this to Maria, and she can sign the signs in her dialect, in her range of motion, she will then be able to create audio to speak it back. And if we were to give her a voice, because she's nonverbal right now, what voice would she choose, right? And there's Microsoft in Cognitive Services has a custom voice. So what I imagine in the future is we could record a voice for her, and she could, then we can overlay that voice, whatever she chooses to be that voice, on top of the text-to-speech engine, and then it speaks back for her in a voice that she chooses, right? So pretty incredible stuff. And if you have any expertise in this area and you want to help, I could use some help in putting it all together. Thanks. Bye.